high school football game of the week. Tonight, it's the second round of the state 3A high school football playoffs. From Memorial Stadium in Kannapolis, it's the A.L. Brown Wonders of Kannapolis hosting the Yellow Jackets from Forest Hills. Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Whitley along with Woody Kane, and it's not a case of deja vu. It's a case of two great teams getting into the second round of the playoff, and we're looking for a great football game.
15-13 the first time these two teams met. The rematch has got to be even better. They're both very different teams now from when we saw them back in September. Kannapolis has a new sophomore quarterback at the helm. The Forest Hills team has stopped pitching the ball around so much in the backfield, and they've really done the job to get to where they are now.
Well, there's a lot of excitement tonight, as you can see by the spectators who are gathered around us here, Woody. But two evenly balanced teams. Kannapolis, not the team they were in September, and neither is Forest Hills.
Well, a lot of water has gone under the bridge, so to speak, since then. And who would have thought Kannapolis last week was going to beat the #1 ranked undefeated team in the state in High Point Andrews? And now here we are again. So anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, of course, I guess the reason they were able to upset High Point Andrews had a lot to do with the fan support. And who better to get the fans going than the A.L. Brown cheerleaders? And I think they've got a special message here as we kind of go out here. Okay, now, who do you gals love now?
We love Randy and Woody!
We'll be back in just a minute. We return to Memorial Stadium. A.L. Brown and Forest Hills about set to do battle, and earlier Steve Gant had a chance to catch up with head coach Bruce Harden.
Thanks, Randy. We're here with Bruce Harden, head coach of A.L. Brown Wonders. Bruce, I don't have to tell you, you got a tough road to hoe tonight.
Sure do. I think anytime you play a team that's the second time it's tough. Forest Hills is a much better ball club. I have a lot of respect for them. They've been about as good as anybody right now.
And a much better ball club. How about your club? Are you more improved than you were a couple, 4 or 5 weeks ago when you played these guys?
Yes, I think right now we've established a running game. You know, we don't have to go to the no huddle or the hurry up offense. And we've had a good running game the past few weeks. Plus, I think with Sean at quarterback, we've got a good mixture of pass and run. And hopefully we can do things to keep them off balance.
Bruce, let's talk about your team. Can you go back in the recent years and call a year when you had as much heart and determination as this what your boys have?
No, I think it's hard to go back and compare teams, you know, because all of them have a uniqueness, characteristic. But this group right here, they, like I said in the newspaper, it's hard to measure it, and they all are heart. And they practice that way and play together. And if that effort's there tonight, I think we'll do a good job.
A couple 6 or 8 weeks ago, a lot of people give up on you, said you'd never be here this late in the season. Here you are, doing a good job. What does it take to keep these guys focused and to make them believers that they will be here this late in the season?
Well, I think just week preparation. Our coaches do a good job on Sunday afternoons, working together and preparing and trying to keep things organized. And they sell it to our kids on Monday, and they come out and practice hard. And I think preparation is the key to anything.
Okay, well, thank you for talking to us. We know you got to get to your team, and good luck.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Bruce. Back to you guys.
Officials and ask them. We'll try and give you an explanation as best we can. You're the visiting captain, and you're going to be the target captain for the home team. We're going to flip a coin. Coin, that is the head. The football player's the head. The flag is the tail. When we have a penalty tonight, I'd like a captain from each team to come to me. I'll tell you what that penalty is, and then I'll give the other captain the options to go with that penalty, okay? You're the visiting captain. You call the coin while it's in the air. If I drop it, we will flip it again. Hey! Heads the man says, tails it is. Tails it is. You have won the toss. You want to receive the ball. Which goal would you like to defend? You want to defend the scoreboard. Would you turn this way? And would you turn over this way facing the scoreboard? White has won the toss and will receive the ball.
Kannapolis Kannapolis on offense to start the game. And let's take a look at those offensive and defensive starting lineups. First for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, you take a look there, you see Vonzell Robinson, Kevin Hubbard, Anthony McNeely, Eric Leak. All those guys will touch the ball quite a bit tonight. Tarleton more of a blocking tight end, also Glass. Then you've got Griffin Shine, who has changed his number, by the way. Shine will be wearing number 71 tonight. Then we've got Birch, McIver, and Wright. And you see the defense, Shine again, 71, his number tonight. Nance, Hasty, Hammonds, who's going to the Shrine Bowl, Robinson, Blunt, Leak, Hubbard, Thomas, Wright, and Griffin. And then turning it over for the Wonders, Sean Allen, the sophomore quarterback, Douglas, the fullback, Bobby Lawson, who's had a great run here late in the season at the tailback position, Darren Ford, Yuri, Bennett, Johnson, Butler, Reeder, Teal, and Shink for the Wonders on offense. And then flipping it over to the defense, Coleman, Rice, Douglas, Williams. Watch number 66. He had a huge game last time these two hooked up. Cook, Teal, Brown, Rivers, Russell, Lott, and Lawson.
The big K is a blinking. The preliminaries are over, and we're down to it, folks. Seth Baker set to kick it away for Forest Hills and get this one underway.
Well, now, last time you heard Coach Harden say they had to go to that no-huddle offense, and they used it successfully for a couple of weeks after that. Now they've got that running game established. They've gotten away from that a little bit. Forest Hills, much improved. Kannapolis, much improved. Boy, last time this one went down to the wire, and you got to be expecting a similar finish here tonight.
Forest Hills, 7 playoffs in a row. 6 years with Bruce Harden for Kannapolis. So these two teams, no stranger to the playoffs. The ball is squipped. It'll be picked up by Dwayne Urey, and he's pounded at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Wonder offense will come onto the field. Start things off under sophomore quarterback Sean Allen.
Allen, a little different player than the quarterback last time Forest Hills was here. And Isaac Tyndall, he's had a knee injury, and he's out for the year. Sean Allen, the sophomore, more speed, a little more running ability back there. And he showed us last time we saw him, Randy, but he's got quite an arm, too.
An added dimension in the Wonder weaponry, as they'll have 2 receivers split wide. They line the tight end up on the left side out of the offset the I formation here on the first play. Toss, Lawson cuts it in, breaks the tackle, still on his feet to about the 34-yard line. Bobby Lawson over 1,000 yards rushing on the season, and boy, has he come on of late.
Richard Griffin tripped him up there, but you're right. Bobby Lawson, for, boy, over a month now, has been getting 100-yard games. He's been doing the job for the Wonders, and that's been kind of the catalyst to the late season run here by Kannapolis. They missed that running game early in the season, and now they've gotten it going, and that's the part of the reason for their success.
On second down from the 34-yard line, they hit the middle. Oh, no, wait a minute, excuse me. A little trickery, and it's going to pay dividends for the Wonders. Down to the Forest Hills 46-yard line goes number 22. That's DeMar Coffin. And I don't believe we've seen DeMar carry the ball tonight, but where has he been all my life?
There was some great execution that time out of Wonders. They faded toward the middle with Lawson. The Forest Hills defense went for it. Take a look here. You'll see him collapse, and then going around the side there's Coffin. Huge hole to run through. Robinson slows him down there, and finally coming up, getting him from behind was number 12, Eric Leak.
Well, talking about keeping the Forest Hills defense off balance, they did a good job that time. They hit the middle to see if anything's there. And Ben Teal, who is starting at fullback tonight, normally the excellent linebacker that he is, gives you a little added punch there from that fullback position. Hits for about 5 yards.
He really did. And Ben Teal, a big part of that win last week up at High Point Andrews, along with Dusty Barbie. They're making some key tackles, and Coach Harden going with the senior leadership there in the backfield.
Deron Ford splits to the bottom, Elvin Bennett to the top. They'll move Lott in motion, or actually they'll set him up in a slot here at the bottom of your screen. Second and 5, 41-yard line. Ball is lost, and Allen with a kind bounce. There's the whistle. He'll lose some yardage back to the 43-yard line. That'll set up third down, and a big play early in this game. Because Kannapolis wants to keep, obviously, their defense off the field as much as possible.
Well, that's what they were able to do last week against Andrews. They kept the ball the first possession, I understand, and ran off about 7 minutes on the clock. So if they can have that kind of production all night, they'll be in good shape here.
Well, let's see what they do this time, as they'll split the backs this time. Slot on the left and 2 wide on 3rd and 8. Allen, play fake, rolls, backside pressure, throws across his body, upfield, complete, out of bounds. No, they say out of bounds. He did not have complete control of it. A.J. Lott, the receiver.
He's over there telling the official, look, I was right here. Here's the line. Do you see it?
Well, we'll get a chance to see it again.
All right, take a look. Nice run here by Sean Allen. He gets away from the pursuit, and watch him throw across his body. That's a tough play for anybody. Boy, I don't know, Randy.
What was wrong with that?
I don't know. It looked like he was in bounds to me, but the official was right there, and he says no.
Forest Hills has no one back in punt receiving formation, and Dwayne Urey will stand at the 45-yard line. So,
boy, the Yellow Jackets, they just don't play it any differently no matter what the situation is.
That's right.
When it's time to punt, they don't send anybody back. When it's time for them to punt, they don't do that either.
Punting is just eliminate that word from the language for Forest Hills. Urey off the side of his foot, trying to angle it to the sidelines. We'll see where they will come up and spot it going out of bounds. About the same as a touchback. I believe it's going to be around the 22, 27 yard line.
Oh, you're right, 27, you're right.
So the Jackets on the field on offense for the first time tonight with decent field position to start the drive. 9:20 left, opening period.
And we'll see if the Wonders are able to do the same job on Anthony McNeely that they did last time we saw him. That was a big key, plus the fact that Forest Hills put it on the ground a couple of times and Kannapolis was able to get it back.
Well, let's see. They'll line it up out of that wishbone as Monzel Robinson, number 11, starts again at quarterback, and this will be McNeely just trying to push his lineman. And it was really his offensive line made the tackle.
Yeah.
Kannapolis did come up and get him, but
well, the initial surge there got him a couple of yards. There you see Coach John Lowry with the headset on and the white shirt there. But the Kannapolis players have been pursuing well all year long on the run. They've really been a strong defensive team against the run. The only time we really saw them have a problem was with Concord a couple weeks ago.
look at the Hubbard, number 6. Boy, what a huge fullback in that backfield. The up backing out of the bone. They'll toss it, quick toss, left side. McNeely pounds some folks, gets out across the 35, 36-yard line. He'll be short of the first down. And let's see, it looked like number 12, we know Benny Russell was over there on the tackle. Ben too, you know, was around the football. And I think James Williams was there.
Well, he'll be there all night. We'll be saying Williams in our sleep after this game, I bet. Now we've got 3rd and short here as you see the crowd.
Not a seat to be seen there in that particular shot. 3rd and a long 1. They need just over the 47-yard line. Robinson gives it to Hubbard. Williams hits him at the line of scrimmage and just don't know, depending on the forward progress.
No, he didn't get that. No siree. But, boy, the Kannapolis players right there to stack it up. And not only that, Randy, they weren't satisfied. They wanted to yank the ball out of there.
I like that added technique. Let's strip the ball.
Yeah.
Just for added measure now.
Now obviously, let's take it away.
You know, Forest Hills doesn't like to punt. And obviously, the way they churned it up on the ground, they got to believe they can get this half a yard or maybe a 2 foot. Or do they?
Well,
There's a little indecision on the Forest Hills sideline.
And now the clock's starting to run out. Are they going to have to use the timeout?
I believe
Somebody's called one.
the officials, okay, they're going to measure it. Okay. Maybe that's what John O'Brien was saying. Hey, we want a measurement.
Yeah, the offense has the right to ask for that.
11 years or 11 playoff and 12 years for the Yellow Jackets. That close. Kannapolis has made the playoffs 10 of the last 11. Kannapolis has made the playoffs 10 of the last 11. You look at state championships, well, Forest Hills was a 2A champ back in '84. Kannapolis was the runner-up in the 3A in '84. They've also finished second. Forest Hills in the 3A in '85, Brown in '91, and of course Kannapolis, Bruce's first year here at Kannapolis, they had a state championship in '89. Here we go, 4th and inches. Big play early, toss, McNeely. He'll have the first down and then some. He's in the secondary and he's gone. See ya. Touchdown, Forest Hills.
Boy, what a special running back. And Randy, how is that guy not in the Shrine Bowl?
Well, there is no justice, maybe.
All he's going to do, that's touchdown number 63 for McNeely this year, and he's going to be close to 5,000 yards by the time he finishes his career. When you get up all over the line like this, you have the possibility that something like this will happen. You're trying to stop them short. If they can get by that initial wave, that's what you'll see a lot of times on those plays.
4 plays, 73 yards. And the final 63 carried by McNeely. That'll put him, well, he had over 4,600 yards career-wise coming into tonight's game.
but he's not good enough to make the Shrine Bowl.
No.
Oh, good block, Gene Rivers. Look at that.
That has become a specialty for Mr. Rivers, and that one could be a big missed extra point. Timeout on the field, 7:36 to go, opening quarter, and the Jackets have jumped out on top. On with Woody came back at Memorial Stadium. Second round playoff action here at Kannapolis, and this game started out like it did last time.
Well, you said in the open it wasn't deja vu, but it looks like it, doesn't it?
Darn close.
Twin.
Matt Bradshaw is going to kick it away here for the Jackets. There you see Bennett and Lawson are the deep backs.
An interesting note, Randy. We're told by our ever-watchful eyes here that Coach Bruce Harden loaded the Wonder team up on a bus before the game and rode them around for about an hour. They got off in their green road jerseys. They've had a lot more success on the road, and they wanted it to feel like a road game, so they went through all the motions of acting like it was, and we'll see if it makes a difference here. Who says those guys aren't superstitious?
Well, we know Bruce has a few isms, and that was one of them. Once again, they're trying to keep it away from Lawson, but he'll get the ball, and he'll bounce off of one guy and go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. That's where the Wonder offense, second time tonight, will start it. Here with 7:31 to go in the first quarter.
Well, last time these two met, Bruce Harden said we weren't able to run on them at all. The only thing they were effective with was that no huddle. They call it the quick strike, or the quick offense that they have here at Kannapolis. And last week, Sean Allen only put the ball up 3 times through the air, so they're trying to depend on that running game here late in the season. We'll see if they're able to get down there this time.
Ford and Lund are the wideouts here on first down, but they'll go to the tailback. Lawson hits it for about 5 yards, and tell you, credit that offensive line of Kannapolis. You can get 5 yards on Forest Hills. You've done a night's work there. Joey Teal, Chip Shank, and we've got an injured player, Kevin Reeder, Ian Johnson, T.R. Butler up front.
Let's see, is that 65 for Kannapolis down there? 55.
That's Kevin Reeder, the offensive guard, right guard for Kannapolis. So while they attend to him, we'll step away. 7:03 to go in the opening quarter. There you see, not too good a look right now for the offensive guard, Kevin Reeder, who is being helped off, and he is a load. He's 216 pounds, and looks like the right ankle, knee area. We won't speculate any further on that, Woody, but...
Boy, that's tough, because Kannapolis had some early season injuries to their offensive line, and then were able to keep everybody pretty much healthy for most of the year, and that's really the first injury they've had since then. So hopefully he'll be able to come back.
It's second down, and we've got officials timeout stopping play. That'll give us a chance to see who replaced him. There on that's the right guard. I believe that is 68. No, Chip Shank's the center. Okay, who's over there beside him?
And now we've got a penalty, looks like, against Forest Hills.
They're lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, okay. There's Sean Allen getting the signal.
So the Wonders will have a free play, so to speak. Brian Grundon, 77, is in there on the offensive line, but I think he's lined up as a tight end. He is.
Yeah, okay. In motion.
We'll get the number for you in a minute. Second and short. Lawson hitting the middle. He'll have the first down.
Well, that Bobby Lawson is a fighter. He won't give up on a play.
It is Larry Coleman who's replaced Reeder at that position. It'll be enough for the first down for the Wonders, moving out to the 37-yard line.
And still no passes from Kannapolis. They've been able to stay effective with the running game, and no sense putting it up in the air if you don't have to with a sophomore quarterback. But I'm telling you, when Sean Allen gets ready to fire it back there, he's got a cannon.
Well, they did complete one, but the referee said no.
Yeah.
Last drive. Here's Allen to the air. Out in the flat, he's got Deron Ford looking for a block, trying to cut it up, and the pursuit catches up in a hurry at the 39-yard line.
Boy, they swarmed to the ball that time. Ford really had nowhere to go.
Dexter Shack, 71, did not make the tackle, but the outstanding lineman kind of turned him in to the pursuit.
Boy, Dexter changes numbers about every week, doesn't he?
I think he just gets tired of the number there. You know, if you're 270, 6'3", outstanding, one of the best linemen in the state. You can change whatever number you want.
Sure, Dexter. Whatever number you want, buddy. You can put it right on there.
He's got 71 on, and he can put another number on that jersey he's picking up.
3 digits.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8. Play fake. Allen. And what a catch! He held on, I believe. Yes.
Yes, he did, and he really took a shot that time, Randy. Number 55 came through the middle from Forest Hills and really laid a pop on him.
A.J. Lott with an outstanding snag on the far sidelines. That'll give the Wonders a 1st down at their own 48-yard line.
Now watch Sean Allen stand in here. He's going to get some serious heat right as he throws the ball, and he took a pop. Nice catch there because Lott didn't get it on the initial touch. He had to bounce it off his hands for once and then catch it, but fine play out there.
I think he gets extra bonus points for that when it comes time to play Nintendo.
That's right.
1st down at the 48-yard line of A.O. Brown. Lawson, they trap off the right side. He'll go to the Forest Hills 48, a pickup of about 4. Lawson, the senior, kind of waiting for the blocking to move, and well, some backs are good at just being patient.
That may have been the benefit of a little bit of a mistake there. Sean Allen kind of got in the hole where Lawson wanted to run and had to jump out of the way so Bobby could get through, and that may have caused a little bit of confusion among the defense. They might not have been able to see Bobby right away.
Well, Woody Brown able to move the football here with a good blend of play calling.
Last game, it was played almost entirely between the 20s.
2nd down and 6 at the 48 of the Yellow Jackets. They hit the right side, and they fake the old play that got them about 25 in the first series, but this one will get them about 1. Lawson is going up against some huge dudes there. You see him getting up. Number 45. Let's give you his weight. Just pick out one guy. Jake Thomas. He's the little guy.
160. There you see the injured Kannapolis lineman over there, Chris Reeder, and they're attending to him right now. But doesn't look like he's going to be back, at least not right now.
Get some ice on it. Maybe things will get better. Kevin hopes so. Of course, he's only a junior. They send Jeremy Cook over here in the slot. That is Bennett at the top of your screen. Play fake again. Allen rolls. And he's going to keep it. He's rolling. 40. Pumped. And take a seat.
And right there, Randy, is the extra dimension that Sean Allen gives this team that Isaac Tyndall didn't give this team. Nothing against Isaac, but Sean Allen has simply got that speed that can get to the outside. And he did a fine job of it there and took a good pop at the end. Take a look at him here. A couple of nice ball fakes at the beginning of the play. And then he just uses that speed to burn to the outside.
By the time he's a senior, Woody, he'll be able to step out of bounds instead of take this guy on right here.
Look at that. He'll be ridiculous by the time he's a senior.
Wonders will have it 1st down and 10 at the 39 of Forest Hills. And here we go.
Oh.
Well, they were waiting on it that time. Number 22, Cawthon.
I think it was Hubbard that got him, the linebacker. He plays fullback as well. And Hubbard comes up with a limp there, Randy.
Had to reach back for him. No gain on the play. Well,
that's kind of like hooking a big fish, isn't it?
Yeah. He didn't have the drag set on that one quite right.
I think almost yanked him off the boat, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I tell you, this 6-pound test line is not going to hold tonight. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. Forest Hills leading 6-0. It's 2nd down and 11 as Dwayne Urey has checked in. And Kannapolis will check out as they call a timeout. 2:39 to go. We'll be right back. We return to Memorial Stadium. Kannapolis will have the 1 setback offense here. You've got 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. That's Ford. And I believe Bennett and Lott are wide to the top. Now they move Urey, the tight end, over on the right side. So they're showing that Forest Hills Yellow Jackets a little bit of deception. And Allen will have plenty of time. Unloads, going deep, and I don't know if Deron Ford was the intended receiver because he was way on the other side of the field.
He stood right in there again, though. He missed his man, but boy, Sean Allen had somebody breathing right down his face mask and stood right in there again. He's got a lot of poise for a young player.
The Jackets were only rushing 3 guys that time.
Yeah, they went with a 3 down lineman that time, and something we don't often see. But talking about their lines, Randy, they've moved Hammond and Shine to the outsides now. Last time Kannapolis saw them, they were in the middle of that defensive line, and they've gone with some smaller guys in the middle. They're still going with a 3-man line right here.
Give you a little bit of different look there. Fake to Lawson. Allen unloads upfield, and it will be complete. He's got the stick 'em on the hands tonight. Melvin Bennett, and it's going to be near the first down marker, depending on the forward progress.
I think he got it. I think he did. Nice play again. Sean Allen, he is firing the ball in there, and his receivers. Coach Harden told us, Randy, on Wednesday night that he believes they've got some fine receivers and they can make some big plays. And there you see an example of it.
That had blue smoke tailing it, didn't it?
That was a blur.
No wounded duck that time, folks. They're going to bring the machines on you. Obviously, Kannapolis will go for it. As you're in 4-down territory. They won't have to. They'll go for it on first down the next time out of the huddle.
There's Gene Rivers, who
call him a extra point blocking specialist.
Yeah, well, Gene had a huge play last week too, Randy. He intercepted a pass against Andrews and ran that thing about 30 yards back and set up a score.
Really gave the Wonders some momentum. They've got a little momentum right now. First down at the Jacket 28-yard line. Deepest penetration of the game for the Kannapolis offense as Coffin lines up in a slot on the left, number 22. Out of the eye. Tailback Lawson with a hole. And then they catch him, but he got about 5 that time. He was 56 over there on the tackle.
Richard Griffin. And now, Randy, you saw right there the effect of the passing by Sean Allen and his running ability lately. They're not able to key on Lawson entirely, so that'll open things up for him.
Anytime you get 4 or 5 yards, there's Duplessis. Chris warming up. Obviously, they are in field goal range right now. They move Grundon to the left side on 2nd and 5. Lawson again hitting the hole. He may have got 2. Look at that big dude on behind him. He was holding on with one arm. Man, those strong young guys down there.
That was Ben Wright, another linebacker, 6'1", 220 from Forest Hills, and there's Lawson.
That's Ben Wright, the football player, not the golf announcer.
Right.
Ben would probably say, and as he was grabbing the ball carrier, and was trying to go for paw.
Yeah, but you have to be quiet in golf.
That's
here,
right.
It's no holds barred.
A lot in motion on 3rd and a long 3. Let's call it 4. Sneak. Allen. He's got some room. First down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Kannapolis.
What a start that kid is for the team, Randy. He continually comes up with big plays when he has to have them.
Sean, you're my man. I like that call.
Yeah, that was a nice play. And once he was able to get by, turned his body sideways to get through the line, he was able to use his speed to pick up several more yards with it. Now Kannapolis is, as they say, right in business.
They are, what's the, we haven't used this for shit. Knocking on the door.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, scratch that one off the list.
Okay, goal to go at the 8-yard line. Out of the bone this time, something I don't think the Jackets have seen. Tossed to Lawson, gets it blocked, and good pursuit as they were able to catch him only about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Vonzell Robinson coming up quickly to make the stop.
Yeah, and you see there number 12, Eric Lee. Boy, he tried to take Bobby Lawson's head off and just missed him. And he skidded about 10 yards after he hit the grass, I think.
They'll have to walk it to the other end because that'll probably be the last play of the first quarter, and it's been a good one. It should be. It's the 94 playoffs. Forest Hills up by 6. We'll be right back. Return to Memorial Stadium. Randy Woodley along with Woody Kennedy. It looks like Kevin Reeder's night may be over as they are bringing the Harris County Rescue Squad on.
That's a shame.
And you hate to see that happen for Kevin. Let's hope he's not too seriously injured. It's not a career-ending type injury there, but they're going to take him out, check him out, maybe do some x-rays probably.
Sean Allen say, no, that side.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line for the Wonders. Allen sets him down with a long count, and he'll stand up, call timeout. Maybe they were trying to, maybe he saw something, I don't know, but anyway,
he saw something they didn't like.
Exactly. Well, exactly 12 minutes to go in the first half, and we'll return after this message. Back at Kannapolis. Kannapolis, and let's see if they've changed the play. Of course, we don't know what it was to start with. So.
That's right.
Out of the wishbone. They hit it. Dusty Barbie bangs.
fumbled,
The ball is
fumbled.
loose, and the Jackets may have recovered. They do. They have it. Huge turnover inside. Well, it's in the scoring zone, and Forest Hills turns away. I believe Dexter Shine was the guy who came up with the football.
Well, he is huge, isn't he?
Kannapolis had run 15 plays in the drive and took over with 7:31 to go in the first quarter, Woody. And we show 11:55, so 7 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock, and they get so close, are turned away.
Yeah, this is the second time that Forest Hills has had the ball. Kannapolis has been able to control it, and that's what we saw in the first meeting.
They're backed up deep at their own 9-yard line. Robinson out of the bone, nothing fancy. McNeely trying the right side, and he'll get maybe a yard. We'll give him that yard. It looked like Williams was over there on top. Let's see who's getting up off the bottom.
Looks like there's one of the Kannapolis players limping around down there, but I don't think he's going to come out. Good pursuit to the ball that time, though, by the Wonders.
I understand Kevin Reeder's injury, what is a foot injury, not an ankle or a knee. So
I think on that tackle it might have been number 5, A.J. Lott.
I believe you're right. At the 10-yard line, second down and 9 for the Jackets. And this is the McNeely once again. Boy, he's tough to bring down. He'll be near, I think, a little short of the first down, but he did get him some room out to the 17-yard line.
And Jeremy Cook came up there and put a nice pop on him at the end of that play.
Man has got, what, 62 rushing touchdowns in his year?
63 now.
63, excuse me. We'll have to update that here. 63, 4,646 career yards.
But he's not good enough to go to the Shrine Bowl now. Keep that in mind.
I think we've established that, I think. It is third down and 2. It's going a long 2. Robinson gives it to the big fullback, and he'll lumber out across the 20 and more. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's what they do with Forest Hills. It's you think McNeely. Leak hasn't touched the ball yet, has he?
No.
But we'll see that. We haven't seen any quarterback in motion kind of plays yet, though.
He was the guy that kind of burned Brown last time they played.
Yeah, he's a key player, and if you get lulled to sleep looking at only McNeely, Leak will hurt you.
6-0 is our score with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Forest Hills on top by virtue of a 63-yard run. Here's the lead. Juking and jiving, and the Brown defenders would have none of that.
Yeah, they were ready for him that time. They weren't keeping their eyes only on McNeely. Nice pursuit to the ball again by the Wonders, and they're not just getting one guy there, Randy. They're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 guys around the ball every time.
Corey Douglas, one of the first white shirts there at the 24-yard line. So you hold them first down, such a key with a rushing offense like Forest Hills. 3, 4 yards.
Well, now keep in mind, last time we saw Forest Hills lull them to sleep with a passing attack and try to throw it over their heads and just missed on a couple of passes that would have been touchdowns.
Here's Robinson, the old belly play.
Hubbard's got it.
Hubbard, finally Ben Teal comes up and jumps on top of the stack. Corey Douglas had a hole waiting on some help.
Boy, John Hammond fell down out there, and I think there's a crater.
To measure that one.
And again, Kannapolis swarms to the ball and keeps them from picking up the first down.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. So to bring up third down, they need the Forest Hills 33 to keep the possession. It's like 2 guys coming at you there. Robinson just hanging on, had the ball stuck in the gut of the Hubbard. Tossed to the short side, Leak with a move, and that extra effort will get him the first down.
Boy, a couple of Wonders had a shot at him back there. The first man there was number 44, Corey Douglas, but he couldn't bring him down.
Ben Teal finally took a ride out of bounds with it at the 30. Bro, look at it. They just barely got it right over the 33-yard line.
But they're moving the ball now. Time ticking away here.
This drive started at their own 9-yard line. So now they've got some good field position to maybe open things up, but that's maybe not too likely the way they're running it right now.
Yeah, this is more than likely going to be a game of long drives. McNeely broke the one big one, but I think this is more like what you'll see for the whole game.
Yeah, this time there's McNeely. A flag is down. McNeely, boy, he punished some folks that time. It was Ben Teal over there. along with Jeremy Cook, Wayne Urich.
And the Kannapolis players starting to signal that the penalty rather is going to be against Forest Hills, and it is.
Will that be our first penalty against the Yellow Jackets tonight?
I think so.
Yep, you're right. That'll cost him at least 5. You see Vonzell Robinson, outstanding quarterback. He's a senior. Eric Leak, only a junior. Hubbard, McNeely, your senior. So the last go around for a lot of kids on both these sides tonight.
And from the rumor mill, Randy, I hear that Georgia Tech is somewhat interested in Mr. McNeely.
If I were Stanford, Notre Dame, Alabama, I think they all should be interested in that young man. 1st and 15. Robinson will keep it. Down the sidelines, bumped, and he stayed in bounds out about the 40, 41-yard line.
Now they're starting to mix it up a little bit more, Randy, and being more effective. Well, I don't know if he can be more effective than what McNeely was first time they had the ball, but at least in terms of keeping the Kannapolis defense off balance, that's what you want to do.
Got about 11 yards on that carry. Matched his number. So Robinson looking at the clock, showing 7:45 to go in the first half. His team up 6-0, and they got it 2nd and 3, and things pretty much in hand right now. This is kind of the stage of the game where you kind of get lazy here. Hubbard.
Oh, what a shot!
He leaped over the plow, and it was Dusty Barbie with open arms.
And he kept him from getting the first down. Great open field tackle by Dusty Barbie that time. Hubbard tried to hop in the air, and you know, when you get a guy like that in the air, he loses his weight advantage he has when he's pushing with those legs, and Dusty was able to take him down.
Like an anaconda in water.
Yeah.
Just ask Marlon Perkins.
I'll move on downstream while Jim wrestles the anaconda. Marvin, he was always moving downstream, wasn't he? I'll get out of here while Jim does something stupid.
Marvin was kind of purple by the time that episode ended. You would be too if you had a 1,000-pound snake around your neck. There you see how close it's going to be. 3rd and short for the Jackets at their 43, just over the 43-yard line.
Well, it seems like already in this game we've seen a lot of 3rd and short.
And it's all been Forest Hills, most of them.
Kannapolis has driven the ball well a couple of times, but came away with no points. The big one was that turnover down there close.
Last time it was 3rd and short, or maybe 4th and short. It was the big 63-yard run by McNeely. 2 tight ends, wishbone formation.
You don't think they're going to throw it, do you?
Without it. Hubbard steamboats his way, and he's in the open. Benny Russell
got him.
Saved the touchdown at the 13-yard line.
Boy, what a recovery that time by Russell.
If one of the blockers who was escorting Hubbard downfield had turned around, it would have been a touchdown. All they had to do was just get in the way, but
they were trying to chase Kevin down the field and forgot about what might be coming up from behind him.
Have you ever seen a 250-pound fullback turn it on? You did right there on that play.
Boy, now Kannapolis has really got their backs against the wall, Randy, but we saw this a lot in the first game. Take a look again. Right up the middle, big hole. He gets off that first tackle, shakes off another, and look at Benny Russell run him down. I got you.
Oh, that's the way you bring the big guys down.
Get those ankles.
If he'd have hopped on his back, he would have been in the end zone.
He'd still be riding him down there.
Whoa, camel. 1st and 10, the Jackets in control at the 13 of A.M. Brown. Robinson keeps it, effective to Hubbard, and then just carries folks, and he'll get down to about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. And right now you see the effect of the Forest Hills, maybe the height, the size advantage.
Yeah, they're starting to pound up on the offensive line now.
I'm going to say the 7 is where they'll spot it.
So they can get the first.
6-yard line. Yeah, officially we'll say the 6. 2nd and 4. Robinson, tall short side. Here's Lee, eludes one man, driven out of bounds.
Did he get it? I don't know if he got close enough.
They're going to spot it right at the 2-yard line, I think. Well, the chain man was dodging.
He bailed out, didn't he? I'm going to get paid enough to stand in that.
That's a smart decision. Maybe the best decision all night by
our player of the game, the chain gang.
There was a flag back. Maybe in the holding variety. I didn't see it.
That would be a huge boost for Kannapolis. You got to take that opportunity to push him back out there and make him have to basically face second and long.
The way they're churning out the yards right now, you would definitely take 5, 10, 15 or more.
Whatever you can to make them go the other way. Now they're going to mark it off here. And then you see Coach Lowry saying, no, he didn't hold it, really.
No.
But there's the call. Oh, wait a minute, illegal use of hands as a call there.
That's holding.
Well, technically, I guess, yeah, but you got to have all those blocking behind the back, below the waist, in the knee, and all these other technical calls when really you just kind of held it.
Yeah. Well, that is from the point of infraction, so that will move it back to the 15-yard line. So that'll give the Wonder defense a little bit more breathing room. The goalpost not very far away at this point. 2nd and 12 as they break the huddle. Jackets out of the ball, 2 tight ends. Toss big side this time. McNeely, and it was that guy named Benny Russell coming up to make a good open field tackle at the 11-yard line.
So a couple of big plays here for Benny in this drive already, and now Forest Hills is going to be facing, looks like about, 7, 8 yards to get the first down.
They need to get just inside the 2. And this 3rd down situation right here is key. And right now, I think Forest Hills agrees. They've called a timeout. 5:10 left, opening half. The Jackets leading A.L. Brown Kannapolis by 6. Well, that's how if you were a player, that's how you view things at ground level.
That's the helmet cam there. What league was it? Arena League that had that?
I'm waiting on them to come out with a turf cam.
Yeah, where they run over it.
When you have 12,000 pounds descending upon a certain part of the field.
That's like a stampede, isn't it?
Man. And the 11-yard line, 3rd and 9.
Now, wait a minute. The officials are stopping things again here.
11 plays have been run in this drive by Forest Hills, so they started with 11:55 to go. So they've got about a 7-minute drive cooking here. Just whoever can execute.
Wait a minute now, something looked funny on that.
Well, it looks pretty good right now as Jeremy Cook came up and stuffed Anthony McNeely.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I wouldn't take a look at that again, Randy. The center snapped the ball. Evidently, he knew what the count was, and nobody else did. He was the only one that moved along the line. Everybody else stood still.
That is like, it's not a bad play, though.
Watch this. Now, look, everybody, 2 or 3 of them were still in their 4-point stance there. Look at that. Boy, they slammed it, didn't they?
It takes a lot of practice to come up with something like that. Boy, you got to remember your roles.
Ouch. And now Forest Hills looks like they're going to call another timeout. Cue snappy music.
Exactly. 4:10 to go in the first half. And that is their 2nd timeout. 4th and 11 facing Forest Hills. So the fans here at Memorial Stadium tonight, and 4th and 11. Facing the Jackets at the Brown 14.
What confidence in that kicking game.
Well, they're in the I formation. Maybe they're going to throw it. Let's see. Toss. Yep. Oh, it's the reverse. Here we go.
None of that. Oh, he put it on the ground.
It won't matter. Kannapolis will have the football either way. Listen to the Wonder fans, and they applaud that defense as Corey Douglas came up with the football.
Ben Teal, I think, came up with it. Corey was the one who knocked it loose initially, yeah, but boy, Kannapolis got a big break there on the penalty, Randy, and made it stick up. Now watch Corey, number 44, come through here. There's James Williams getting in there, and right there he gets a hold of his arm and knocks it loose, and there's Ben Teal getting on the ball.
Corey had the, he smelled pass.
Yeah.
I think they were going to pass. I think Leak was going to throw it out of that. You knew Joe Lyer was going to come up with something. How many ways can you run a reverse pass option off of it?
Now Kannapolis, with about 4 minutes to go, Randy, really needs some points here before halftime.
One setback. And that is Lawson, and he got a yard, maybe 2.
Is that Lawson? That's Corey Douglas.
Corey Douglas. I don't know how he squirmed his way under there.
He looked like he was trying to tunnel through, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we had some rain.
And now here comes Bobby Lawson back out on the field.
Just giving baby Bobby a little bit of a breather there. Second now, you got to give him 2. 2nd and 8. Erie flops to the right side, the tight end. 3 wide receivers. Single setback for the Wonders. Toss to Lawson. Looking for the block. Hits a good one. And a flag is down. Lawson goes to the 25.
Let's see, they might be calling holding on A.J. Lott that time, number 5.
Going to call it on really an any play, but just held a little bit longer. Made it too obvious here. So that will back Kannapolis up with 3:29 left here in the opening half.
Was it Lott they called that on? May have been Melvin Bennett out there. One of the 2.
Back to the Wonder 12-yard line with the penalty. The winner of this game will take on High Point Central or Concord, and that will be on the road next week for one of these 2 teams. As we're down to the final 16. Next week there'll only be 8. The teams dwindle, but they get better each round. 2nd and 16, and Allen under heavy pressure goes deep. He's got a man behind the coverage and overthrew him. He had to run forward with about 3 steps on the corner.
Boy, Sean was under some pressure again, and he went down after he threw that ball. But boy, he doesn't mind standing in there and taking the shot for his team, does he?
He's a gamer. He is a gamer. If anything, Sean may be intimidating this far still.
By the time he's a senior, we're going to be saying that, I promise you.
3rd and long now. The incompleted pass. You heard everybody go,
yeah.
We saw the receiver had him beat, but Sean maybe had another split second. Could have held it back a little bit longer. Ben Teal is in at fullback. Lawson is the tailback. Coffin has sealed the corner. He breaks a tackle. 25-yard line. Good play call. It gets the Wonders not the first down, but some room for their punt unit.
That's exactly what Dwayne Urie's out there saying now. Thanks, guys. He didn't want to have to be standing on that white line at the back of the end zone.
And darn near got the sticks moved. Coffin has been impressive tonight when he has touched the football. He's the 5'9", 152-pound sophomore, folks. So the Wonders are young. Now Forest Hills has 2 guys back in punt receiving formation. There you see Blunt, number 8.
That might be the first down, Randy. I think it is.
Can you believe it?
I think it was it number 55? I think it was for Forest Hills. And we don't have a 55. We've got a 54 and a 56, but no 55 on our roster.
Well, let's give it to Pete Henson.
I think that was Pete. You can jump like that. That's right, Pete Henson. You can jump there and get back on defense unless you touch somebody, and that's what happened. Bobby Lawson, there you see Coach Holt talking to him, taking him out of the game.
Well, that drew Andrews offsides a couple of times with the count cadence.
I can't believe Pete did that.
Yeah, Pete's been playing too long. He should know better. 3 wide receivers offset the backs. There's the line shot. 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll toss it. Coffin gets a good block and cuts up the gut against the grain, or turns it back toward the middle, I should say, out for about the 36-yard line.
Getting some good production out of him, Randy, so far in the game.
Well, I tell you, Bobby Lawson appreciates it because he'll check it back into the backfield. So the sophomore comes out. Can you believe this? Wonders they got a quarterback. They got some youth back there in that backfield.
Yeah, they're going to be good for a long time.
They're going against a veteran defensive unit in the Yellow Jackets. 1:40 to go in the first half. Jeremy Cook will come in motion and set up in a slot on the right. And a long count, toss. Lawson bounces off. One man hits the way of the second wave, and it will be close to the first down at the 40. I believe he did get it, and that will stop the clock as they move the chain. So Kannapolis is getting that good field position now, Woody, and they got still time here in the first half.
And a strong run that time by Bobby Lawson. He had some contact and was able to shake it off and pick up the first down. Eric Leak finally got him down, but Bobby Lawson just continues to run hard.
Just over the 40-yard line. Now the clock will start. The Wonders are out of the huddle. Maybe this is the time to go to that no-huddle offense.
Fast break is what they call it here. It's a basketball term, but who cares?
Up the middle, Lawson bangs for about 5 more. Kannapolis has 1 timeout left here in the first half. He'll get 5.
They just used it.
So they've got field position at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 with 1:01 to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets leading by 6. Great ball game tonight, guy.
Sure is. A minute to go here in the first half. Minute 1 to be precise. Kannapolis going to have to put the ball in the air here before this drive is over, and you'd expect to see it very shortly.
Well, you would think so. Forest Hills thinks so. And Kannapolis has been able to get stuff up the middle here to get it out to the 45. They sent a lot in motion. And now he'll set up. Long count. Allen looking. Pocket breaks down. Allen going deep. Coming back on the football, and there's got to be a flag. No!
Throw the flag on that now. Come on, he grabbed him before the ball ever got there. And Coach Harden came out of his hat and his jacket and everything else over there. He's really upset. Let's take a look at that again if we can. You'll see him.
The thing you got to look at, is it a catchable pass?
Well, he had a chance to come back to this one, no doubt. There's the fire. And right there, look at that. He grabbed him. He could have come back and got that one. No question about that. That should have been a flag.
Well, that's...
and the officials can find me if they want to.
One for the refs tonight.
Yeah. Boy, Coach Harden really, he jumped about 10 feet on that one, I think.
Well, that was down to the 20-yard line. They were in business. It's 3rd down. Allen to the air again. Out of the flat. He's got a lot.
He didn't catch it.
And they'll bring it back. 4th down coming up. Uri will be on the punt with 50 seconds to go. Or is he? We saw Dwayne run the old Fakeruski at Central Cabarrus earlier this season.
But if they stop him, Forest Hills is going to be in position to put more points on the board before halftime. So
now they peel back a couple of guys and punt receiving formation. Uri will get it off at about the 35, 36-yard line. No pressure. One with a beautiful punt. Kicks it over everybody. It's touched. I believe it was touched.
Ball on it. I think he did touch it. Let's see. Let's see what the officials say. No, they're going to say Forest Hills.
That was close as you can get. That one came within an eyelash.
They're asking
He's
him.
running.
Yeah, go ahead and stand in there. They're asking him now. Coach Harden and the staff are really hot over there. They're wanting him to make the call.
Bruce is saying touchdown. Look at Coach Hart now. Bruce doesn't really get that way unless he's got a legitimate beef, and that's 2 blown calls, maybe, if we get to see it. We know there's 1 blown call on this.
Well, we don't know for sure if he touched it or not, but maybe
that was close. It really was. Came within an eyelash.
If he didn't, he did everything but touch it. Take a look at it again, and we'll see.
Uri with a great kick. He's just kicked the coverage, kicked the daylights out of it. Things happen on a full moon, Woody, you know.
Yeah, strange night. We're going to keep it here.
So with 37 seconds to go, the Jackets are backed up at their own 7-yard line. And out to about the 10, and that will be it. Kannapolis, I think, out of timeouts. Forest Hills has no timeouts, so they'll just run the half out here.
Yeah, they don't even have to snap the ball again, I don't think.
6-0. Well, it's been an exciting defensive battle, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's been some good licks in this game. The one long run by McNeely, the difference in the game right now, and then Gene Rivers blocked the extra point.
That was on 4th down and inches, too.
Yeah, you don't expect this kind of high drama in a game that's 6-0, but we're having it now.
And we've got 24 more minutes in regulation, at least, as they go to the break. Forest Hills by 6. Delighted you've joined us this week for our Metro 12 game of the week. Randy Whitley along with Woody King. 6-0 at halftime. Forest Hills leads. And let's take a look at those Jacket stats from the first half.
Well, no yards passing. There's a shocker. 156 on the ground. A lot of that was in one play with McNeely. 3 first downs. No pass completions or attempts. No turnovers. 4 penalties for 25 yards and only the 1 punt. That's kind of shocking. A punt for Forest Hills here early. Looking at Kannapolis, a little bit better balance. 94 on the ground, 21 through the air, 115 total. 8 first downs, 3 out of 8 through the air. Then you get the 1 penalty for 10 yards. 1 turnover, that was costly. Kannapolis was close to a score, and the 2 punts for the Wonders.
Kannapolis ran 30 plays to 18 for Forest Hills in the first half. Each team had 3 possessions only, and the best start was for Kannapolis, their own 27. For Forest Hills, for Kannapolis, their own 32, and for the Jackets, their own 27. So it's been everything, and then a little bit more here. Probably going to get a little taste of the same medicine here in the second half. And Kannapolis will be kicking first to the Jackets. Check out the Richter scale on that one. Here's Eric leaps over one man and then is lassoed at about the 29-yard line. Dusty Barbie around the football.
Well, let's see what they change. There's Coach Lowry. He probably won't change much. And Coach Harden was down there giving the officials an earful before they kicked this one off in the second half. So
I think he was maybe trying to change, well, you can't change anything from the first half, but maybe put a bug in the ear or whatever and get an explanation.
That's right.
Well, those are the plays that 1 or 2 plays may not decide this game. The one play that's got him on top is Eric McNeely with a big 63-yard run. They got the big guy Hubbard in motion, going to the short side. And they're not going anywhere. The ball may be loose. Let's see. Kannapolis has recovered. Let's see who gets up off the bottom of the pile, Woody. Looks like, was it Douglas?
Yeah,
Corey
it was.
Douglas.
Boy, he's starting to have a huge game all of a sudden, isn't he, Randy?
He has played his ears off tonight. There's the turnover department. Now that will even things up here if Kannapolis can punch it in. They've got it at the Jacket 32-yard line, just underway. So one thing about it is you don't have to sustain a drive now.
Well, this is what we saw in the first game. That those turnovers have been paid back now.
They get with Coffin on the end around. And what a great defensive play. That guy right there.
Dexter Shine, one hand.
And he didn't make the strike ball.
No.
Of course not.
He's too good to be in the strike ball. If you're one of the best players around, at least in this area, they don't want to hear from you.
At the 35-yard line, big defensive play and a huge loss for Kannapolis, about 4.
What kind of range does Duplessis have?
Well, he's probably got 35, 40-yard kick potential. Of course, it's the playoffs and strange things happen. It's a full moon, Woody. They got the wind to their backs.
Yeah.
Allen with a play fake. Good protection. He'll go, and there is an incomplete pass. No flag at the 20-yard line. Melvin Bennett, the intended receiver.
And he was looking for a flag too. Sean Allen out there going to get his instructions from Coach Harden.
Kannapolis needs some yardage here. They're in 4-down territory, obviously. They got they'll go for it to make 13, 14 yards. The line to make will be the 21 of Forest Hills. At the 35, Sean Allen, the sophomore, will switch a lot over on the left side of the slot with 3 wide receivers. Allen straight drop, now forced out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, will go down. Good secondary coverage downfield, and the rush was on. And you can pick your poison that time. Richard Griffin, 56, was over there.
Well, Sean wanted to take a quick drop and throw it, but somebody was right in his way, so he had to take a few steps to try to buy himself some time, and by that time it had broken down.
Not only does it take him out of field goal range, it takes him out of a realistic shot. It may be going for it on 4th down. So Dwayne Urey called on to kick it away. Nobody back deep for the Jackets. And a flag in the line of scrimmage. Somebody may have lined up wrong. Of course, Kannapolis may want an extra 5 yards to give Urey a little bit more angle toward the...
Yeah, it's going to be against the Wonders, looks like here. Somebody, you're right, didn't line up in the wrong spot.
Very illegal procedure. 5 yards, that won't make that much difference as Dwayne's going for what they call the proverbial coffin corner.
And he's got a good, strong leg, and he will be able to put it down there. The question will be, can he make it stop where he wants to?
Exactly. The senior, 6'1", 193 pounds. Jackets will peel for the return. Yuri kind of line drives it. It hits. Can they get it? Well, they'll be down surrounding it and knock it down at the... Look at this, Woody.
Let's see.
Oh, they're going to say touchback. He was in the end zone. The ball player, or the... I think that was Brown. Terrace Brown body had broken the plane, so you can't have any of your body in the end zone.
There's a look at the replay. Nice kick that time, and well, the way it left, I thought it was going to go pretty far into the end zone, but they were able to get down. I guess he didn't have control of it. Yeah,
he touched it there, but it was still moving.
And
now we got a flag at about the 18-yard line. Now that could be on the...
Looks like it's going to be against Kannapolis. The Forest Hills players are applauding over there.
Well, I tell you, I just hope it doesn't come down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Wonders. Evidently, they said something to the officials.
You just hope it doesn't come down to a controversial call, because I don't believe this referee crew knows. They're just kind of they're having a tough time tonight.
Kannapolis players undoubtedly getting a little frustrated now, but they've got to stay under control here, because the officials won't take any verbal abuse.
The way this one is going, 6 points, huge in this game, and another tally by those Yellow Jackets who can do it at any time, anywhere on the field, any play.
So what a big difference, Randy. Instead of having it down at about the 2, now they're out to almost the 35.
Field position, folks. The Jackets line it up out of the I formation this time, and we've got a wide receiver, folks. He's out of your picture at the bottom of your screen.
It's Leak. There he is.
Leak has rushed for over 900 yards this time, or is it Hubbard? Hubbard has 900 yards. So you got about, for the year, 2,400 yards in the backfield, folks. And here's the pass. Robinson cranks it up, going deep, overthrown. Double coverage that time. A.J. Lott and Yuri had him well covered down to about the 25-yard line.
Well, you got to know something's up anytime they split somebody wide. You better double cover, because you may not see anybody come out that far again.
They said, let's throw it at least once. You know, the old days of the Bob Boswell coaching area here at Kannapolis, you know, they were just power football, and Bob, they always kind of kid him and get on to him before every week says, you're going to throw the ball a little bit this week? He says, yeah, come about 6:30, we'll be practicing.
Okay, here we go.
2nd down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the bone.
Misdirection.
Well, he's hemmed in, and take the pick among the defenders there. 71, Larry Rice, and
James Williams. There. One of the Wonders got some good penetration and kind of got a hold of McNeely's ankle before he could really make that play start.
You got to get him early.
Yeah, they slowed him up just enough for the pursuit to get there.
Got to bring up 3rd down and 9. They give him a 1-yard gain on the play, just over the 35-yard line. And a long 9, we might add. Yeek is split to the bottom, or out of your picture now, is the wide out. Out of the I formation, Robinson will option out. Look out. Extra effort, but a good tackle that time over there across the far way. That was number 12, Benny Russell, who's just an outstanding cornerback. He's really stepped it up a grade here in the last half of the season.
Yeah, Benny's had a great half so far, this half of this game so far, and now I guess they're going to go for it, Randy. They don't like to kick it much, and after the defensive stand they had last time, you know Coach Lowry's got to have some confidence.
4th down at their own 43-yard line. The punter made his cameo appearance in the first half, we believe. They got a long 2. This could be interesting.
This is what we saw in the first quarter.
Toss to McNeely. Wonder football at the 41-yard line.
And look who it is again, Randy. Corey Douglas. What a game. He's having a great game.
And Corey is 6 foot, 210 pounds, and the senior says, I want to play next week, guys.
He's playing like he wants to keep going.
Well, now, if you're a Forest Hills supporter, you sit there and you kind of question that. But, you know, the way they run the football.
Well, now you're starting to get into an opportunity, Randy, or a situation where Kannapolis is getting a lot of scoring opportunities. They've got to put something on the board here.
Allen with a toss. They go back to the bread and butter. Here's Lawson. Keeps his feet and cuts it to the outside. 30, 25-yard line. Bobby Lawson. Green rising to the top just a little bit on that play. Great job of keeping his balance, Woody.
If we can take a look at it again, you're right. He almost lost his footing. We got an injured Forest Hills player down there on the sidelines. I think it's number 33. Take a look at the play again. Jerry Bowman's the injured player. Right here, he almost gets tripped up over his own man, and that kind of... There's the injury. Oh, man, that looked like it got him right in the face mask area with the back of Bobby's foot as he was trying to bring him down.
We were talking about Corey Douglas. Did you see who was about 5 yards ahead of him downfield? The fullback, Corey Douglas.
Man, what a game he's having.
A break with the injury. 7:35 remaining in the third quarter. It is still 6-0 Forest Hills. Glad to see Jerry Bowman, the injured Forest Hill player, go off under his own power. He just had his bell rung. Right now, Kannapolis is trying to ring up some points here as this is their deepest penetration of the second half at the 25-yard line. First down and 10. They go with Lawson, and he's doing what he did at Andrews last week, it looks like. He got about 10 on the play. Nothing fancy. Line up if you can stop us. Maybe the Wonders are taking a note of the Forest Hills playbook there.
I'll tell you what, now we've got another player hurt down there. Is it
Montel Robinson, a little bit slow to get up.
Take a look at it again. Now watch Bobby Lawson make a fine spin move. You missed the first part of that there, but he made a nice spin move right about the line of scrimmage to get open, and here we go again.
The legs keep on churning. You see the battle in the trenches right now. Second and a short one. They offset the backs. Pitch to Lawson. He'll have a first down, and then more. Down to about the 8. Bumped down that time. It was, looked like 16. Check it. It was 18 coming up on the coverage. And that was James Grant for the Jackets. First and goal at the 8. And here's where the wheels came off in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had a big turnover down here. They had another problem earlier with a snap that bounced right back to Sean Allen, so they've got to be careful with it. And the way to do that is give it to your senior running back and let him take care of the mail.
Wonders on the move. First and goal at the 8 of Forest Hills. They're down there again, knocking on the door. 6.5 to go in the third quarter.
Watch for Sean Allen to keep it.
I believe 26 is going to get it. There he is,
yep.
Lawson. Inside, breaks a tackle, spinning to the 5.
Oh, there's a late hit now. There it comes. There's the flag. And the Kannapolis fans go crazy.
Maybe some evening up there. No, that was obvious. It wasn't. It wasn't anything that anybody may have said prematurely.
And the difference was that happened like 2 inches away from the official.
And you're down there with a cannon, so you got to call that. Why not get out of it?
Yeah, they'll light that thing off on you. Personal foul, late hit. Take a look at the end of this play here. You see Bobby Lawson fighting for yardage, breaks one tackle, another tackle, and right there.
Oh man, that's.
They knocked him into the official. That was a bad mistake.
Yeah, you may get ejected, young man. You better watch it. Half the distance, so the ball is just inside the 3-yard line. We'll call it a 3, and that's an automatic first down, Woody, with a penalty.
That's right. So Kannapolis holding some cards right now.
First and goal with a 3. If you're a Kannapolis supporter, you say, we got to get something out of this. Sean Allen, the sophomore quarterback, who has come of age, playing like a senior out there tonight, calling the signals. Lawson hitting the right side for about a yard. 54, Ben Wright, the linebacker, came up with a big stick.
Dexter Shine was in on that play as well.
There's Chris Duplessis, and his foot may make the difference in this game.
Well, he's hoping he'll be going for 1 instead of 3.
Not quite as much pressure. Right now, the Wonders need 2 yards to the end zone. They're showing third down on the scoreboard and on the chains, Woody, so maybe it was not an automatic first down. They originally had first down. So my correction, if that is what we're seeing. And now Allen doesn't like what he sees defensively from the Jackets, and he will call a timeout. 5:32 remaining, third quarter. Well, a little bit of indecisiveness. The referee crew is saying third down on the field. We would have assumed that would be an automatic first down with a late hit.
Yeah, I thought the personal foul was an automatic first down, but the officials say no.
Well, changes the whole complexion of the drive here. The Wonders now big play here, 3rd and goal after 2. Lott is the man in motion. A long count. Allen with the keeper bounces off the line and maybe a half a yard at that. Now it's decision time. 4th down. Do you go for 6 or you get 3? You got to get something out of the drop. Bruce Harden.
They're going to go for 6 here, looks like. Watch for Sean Allen to try to roll this time.
The ball just inside the 2-yard line.
Well, then again, Lawson has been effective until they got right down here close. So
5 feet away from a touchdown. Lawson split the backs this time. Allen with a long count. And another timeout. Well, this is big. That is 2 now. Kannapolis has used here in the second half. They only have but 1 remaining. And we have 4:50 remaining in the 3rd period. Got a clarification on the rules on the dead ball personal foul. It is not an automatic first down. So our apologies on that for not knowing the rule book as good as we should here. 4th and about 5 feet. Wonder fans, Forest Hills fans on their feet. Kannapolis with the bone. It'll be Lawson, right side. Touchdown, Kannapolis.
Well, they went back to the well again, Randy. The man who got him all the way down here fittingly gets the score.
4:48 to go.
Boy, I thought they had him.
Well, the legs keep on churning. You got to tackle all of it. We'll watch it again. That extra guy.
He fell right over there. He got close and then just kind of backed his way in.
7 plays, 41 yards. Now a lot to hold. Duplessis with a big extra point. Snap spot is good. The kick is up. And the Wonders lead for the first time tonight at 7-6. 4:49, excuse me, 3rd period. Wonder kickoff is next. Randy Whitley along with Woody King. Delighted you joined us this weekend here at Memorial Stadium. We've got a cooker going.
Boy, it's just like last time, isn't it? Going right down to the wire. What a great ball game. This is what playoff football is all about.
It don't get no better than this.
I guarantee you.
Dwayne Urey ready to throw it away to the Yellow Jackets, and let's see if he will kick it deep to Mr. Leak, who is standing at about the 8-yard line.
Well, the Sharman Brigade is broken out down here in the Kannapolis stands. Toilet papers everywhere.
That was one they had left over from Kannapolis.
Out of bounds.
There's the flag at the 28-yard line. Over the 29, so Forest Hills will have the option.
There's Coach Harden saying, now we got something going.
They're going to bring it out to the 35-yard line. Now they're going to make them kick it again.
Now they want to see if McNeely or Leak or one of those quick guys back there can get their hands on the ball and try to make something really big happen.
Well, those quick little guys, Hubbard, that quick big guy, the 250-pounder. He's got Sprinter's legs and Yokozuna's body.
Well, I guarantee you, I'd hate to have him kick somebody.
Yeah, that's a pretty good tag teammate. There he is, number 6 across the far way. Now, he looks big from 100 yards away, doesn't he?
He surely does. He is a big kid.
That shot was from our parking lot cam.
The Metro 12 blimp circling high overhead.
That's right. No wind tonight.
Pilot Lanny Nunn.
Yeah, that's where Lanny was at. Urey tries it again. Well, this one, I believe Forest Hills might take this. It's at the 39-yard line. They proved 10 yards.
Dwayne Urey a little upset with himself over there.
Dwayne says, now I know why they make that football oblong. It does some weird things.
Let's see, they're talking about it now. Are they going to take it, or are they going to make him kick it again? Looks like they want him to kick again.
Well,
there was Bob Jacobs down there.
I tell you one thing, Woody, if I was maybe coaching over that, I'd like to have it. You know, wouldn't you take your offense every time at the 40-yard line? Your own 40, every time to set up the offense. They're thinking, well, heck, we can get better field position if they kick it to the speedy guys back there.
And now you've got the deep man for Forest Hills at the 25.
Dwayne better kick this one good, or they're going to be backing up a little bit more. I think 3 is the most I've ever seen where they had to kick off. or 3 penalties. That would be 4 kicks, wouldn't it? He kicks it. Wow. Leak fumbles. Now we'll pick it up at the 19. Breaks a tackle, and they get him at the 30-yard line. So the decision...
They lost 9.
Yep. It was Melvin Bennett on the coverage for the Wonders.
Well, Melvin ran down there so fast I couldn't read his number when he went by. I had to wait until he got up so we could see who made the play.
Just over the 30. Here's Monzel Robinson. Wonder defense got a good rest after that 7-play drive and the TV timeouts and all the other good stuff. So let's see if they're got to be pumped up now. They've got the lead for the first time.
Getting close to James Williams time.
Yeah. Here's McNeely. Lowers the shoulder and goes out across the 35, maybe the 37-yard line. Across the far way, it looked to be 85 Gene Rivers initially there for Kannapolis.
Well, you know, Randy, they've run left almost all night tonight. They're really not going to that right side where James Williams is much at all.
Now they're going behind Jack McIver, Clay Birch, Shine. You got guys like that on the line, especially Dexter Shine.
Well, he counts for 2.
He lines up one place, but he's over there.
We'll throw a flag on that guy. Have too many men on the field.
It's illegal. 2nd and 4. Here's the short side again. McNeely trying to bust it down the sideline. Somebody got an arm on him, but he did get the first down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that play's looking a little crisper the last couple of times. Forest Hills has run it. Not much of a delay getting the ball out there to McNeely so he can start trying to do what he does best.
Last time they played, you all know by now, 15-13. It was a nail-biter down to the last, 15 seconds of the game or something like that. So why should it be any different in the 3A playoffs? 1st and 10 for Forest Hills at their own 44-yard line. Hubbard, the big guy, rumbling. Stumbled maybe on his own turf that time, but they'll give him progress to midfield.
Forest Hills looks like they've come out here with a determination to try to move the ball downfield and finding some holes right now in that Kannapolis defense.
Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in the 3rd quarter, so we've still got a lot of football ahead. The fumbles are even, aren't they?
Yeah, at least the lost fumbles.
Look at McNeely.
Another first down. They're racking it up now.
At the Wonder 44-yard line. So the first time in a long time that they have been inside the Kannapolis 50. As a matter of fact, the last time may have been when they scored the touchdown.
Yeah, well, we've seen Forest Hills do this in the last game and in this game, move the ball well between the 20s, and it seemed like last time they self-destructed. They got some penalties last time they were close and put the ball on the ground, so let's see what they're able to do here.
Just inside the Wonder 44-yard line. Robinson keeps it on the bootleg. And it was 66 dragging him down. That's James Williams. But after he get maybe 3, possibly 4 yards on the play.
Well, you don't see too many defensive linemen running down quarterbacks from behind like that.
Well, we saw James almost catch up with Chad Sloop in the Concord game, didn't we?
He chased him all the way down there.
He was closing.
Yeah.
I think Chad had it on cruise, though.
Yeah.
He had the rearview mirror. It had pick 66 in there. He said, well, I got a little bit of a lead here.
He said, if I just keep running at this pace, maybe he'll get tired.
2nd and 7, just outside the Wonder 40. Here's where the yards get tough. Now Hubbard is in motion. And McNeely's in motion for about 3. 71 caught on and waited for help. Larry Rice over there, also Larry Coleman. If you're Larry, you play defense, you're pretty good.
There you go. Now we got a big 3rd down play coming up here for the Wonders. A chance to, well, they're going to have to do it for 2 plays at this point of the field. No question about that. Forest Hills will be kicking on the Kannapolis side of the field.
It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. Probably 3rd, 4th and 1, or it just all depends.
Wonder fans starting to get into it.
1:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, no passes, ball control, clock runs. Quick toss. Eludes one man, and they'll stop him a little shy of the first down. That's McNeely.
And again, there was some penetration back there. They made McNeely have to hitch up and jump over the defender.
Well, that may be the Michael-Angelo's defensive coordinator, their strategy. Just disrupt something. That, if you get back there and don't tackle him, make him change direction.
Make him do something.
Yeah.
Don't let him go where he wants to go. Make him react to you. Go where he wants to go. Make him react to you.
Fourth.
Go.
And about a foot. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Wonders showing about 8 guys up on the line of scrimmage this time.
Uh-oh, they flinched. They flinched.
Oh, there's the flag. That will cost him 5 big yards, folks, and that was a big flinch.
5 for flinching. Here you go. It looked like about 3 of them jumped there. That's the second time we've seen it look like some of the Forest Hills linemen didn't know what the snap count was.
Perhaps Robinson was trying to alter his inflection and his voice somewhat to get the Wonders to jump, and
They didn't
it
go for it.
backfired just a bit.
Well, now, Randy, we're seeing evidence of it again. Forest Hills getting down there and doing something to hurt themselves. This is what we saw in the first game, and we've seen it already tonight and here again on this play.
Much to the delight of the predominantly Wonder fans. Down to the 20 seconds to go of the third period. This will probably be the final play of the third quarter. The Kannapolis fans on their feet. 4th and 6, and Hubbard is in motion for Forest Hills. It will be Robinson. Stop. Kannapolis will have the football. That's the second time tonight, Woody. They've stopped them on 4th down, and blink that K, folks.
I'm telling you, Randy, this Kannapolis team, it looks like they're getting pushed down the field, but when it starts to get close down there where they might give up some points, they'll just find a little extra backbone or a little extra heart or something and stop that drive.
Now, there's the man of the hour right now. One of those many guys right now leading the Wonder charge as the third quarter will come to an end. 12 minutes left in the season for one team. Kannapolis 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line after the defense is held. Single setback this time. And Allen's going to go to the air, trying to roll. Eludes one man. He's got some yardage. What a block across the far way. He'll be near the sticks, a little short, I believe, at the 45-yard line.
And if we can look at that again, you'll see a great block by Deron Ford out there, number 31. He was able to spring Allen and get about 2 or 3 extra yards at the end of that play. That's one of those where you worry about getting the block in the back. Nice ball fake there, and then Allen's off to the races. Here comes Deron right there.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, he got in front of him, though.
Kannapolis with big yardage on 1st down. 2nd down and 2 at the 45-yard line, back to the I formation. Or I should say the offset. Slot, 2 wide. Like Mr. Lawson's going to get the mail. Well, he ran into his own man, and that will break down as we've got a flag now as well.
Well, one of the officials threw that one into the pile from about 20 yards away, so it must have been pretty bad.
Now, they've got the heavy bean bags out tonight, and we've got a Wonder who is still down at the point of contact.
Yeah. Can't see who the injured Wonder player is, but they're going out to attend to him now. Let's see. Ben Teal, he's okay. He says, get back over there. I'm fine.
And Ben's
staying out here.
leading tackler the last couple of years for these Wonders. He played as a sophomore.
And they say, no, you're not all right, Ben. Come on, get out.
For the customary one play, right?
Yeah.
Another Teal in this lineup that I guess underrated guy we don't talk a lot about. That's Joey Teal. Joey, of course, the left guard. And he's only a sophomore, 5'11", 238 pounds. So
Yeah, he has a late call-up.
the Teal tradition will continue.
Absolutely. And now here we're seeing evidence of a problem with Kannapolis on the penalty situation, Randy. Not only the yardage is what's costly, but it stops the clock, and that's the last thing the Wonders want.
11:33, clock running now in the ball game. On 2nd and a bunch. Allen will pump it down the sidelines. Oh, Deron Ford was turned the wrong way. He looked over the right shoulder. The defender fell down, and he almost came back and made a miraculous catch.
Yeah, he did. He had to adjust to that ball because it went to the outside, and Deron was looking for it to be on the inside, but he almost came up with that thing. He's able to get by the defender out there with, looks like it will pretty much.
They had the right play on. 3rd and 21 coming up. They need the 47-yard line. Just over the 47. Douglas, the fullback, checks in. He and Lawson in the backfield. On the play fake. Quick protection, it breaks down. Allen under heavy pressure. This one will be picked off. Forest Hills coming back the other way. 40, 35, a flag is down and chased out of bounds across the far way. The 39-yard line is number 18, James Grant.
Boy, there was some heavy pressure that time up the middle for Sean Allen. There's a flag, probably going to be a clip or something like that on the run back.
Most likely, because you were going one direction, you got to turn around and make adjustments. And
Yeah.
Sean probably wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, that was one of those mistakes that a younger player will make. If he had that to do over again, he'd probably just eat that or throw it out of bounds and get it out of the way.
And get Yuri on to kick it away.
Yeah. Now let's see what the call's going to be here. Most of the time on those, they're calling Ben Teal over, so it's going to be against Forest Hills. Holding on the run back, no doubt.
So that'll cost them 15. But more importantly for the Yellow Jackets, they will have control of the football with 11-11 left in the contest. The way this one shakes out, we could be looking at possibility of overtime. You know, you got a 1-point difference. Each team scores another touchdown. The extra point's really big right now. Move it back to the 48-yard line of Kannapolis, so a break for the Wonders there. And Forest Hills will be in business. 1st and 10.
Kannapolis, Randy, they need to get a drive going where they can generate a couple of first downs and give their defense a break here. They can't keep going 3 and out.
They need to stop right here. Formation when 2 wide receivers, a rarity for the Jackets on offense. Robinson, quick count coming down the line, gives it to Hubbard, and Ben Teal's on him, and he carried Ben for about 5 extra yards that time.
And Dwayne Urie and A.J. Lott came up there to finish him off, but Forest Hills really does a good job of disguising the ball. A lot of times you'll see Robinson put it in the breadbasket of one of his backs, and both of them will kind of run along with it for a couple of steps until they decide which way to go.
They were arrested in Union County a couple of weeks ago for aiding and abetting.
Yeah.
They had to serve some time for that. I don't know if that's illegal. Pickup of about 7 on the play. And a quick count. Here goes Lee. Somebody got him by the jersey. What a mercy. And then he was out of your picture.
Yeah, he wouldn't let go, whoever it was that got him. I think it was maybe Larry Rice down there. Nope, James Williams are saying that got him. Okay.
James got hold and, man.
Wouldn't turn him loose.
Oh, well, Nick was going one way and all of a sudden, boom, he's out of the picture.
Come back here.
That was the difference in the first down being achieved and it being 3rd and short.
Boy, Kannapolis has faced a lot of these on defense.
Single setback is Hubbard, or excuse me, it's the I formation. Hubbard is the up back. And they almost, well, Hubbard, look at him, he's on his feet and he could take it the distance. Touchdown, Forest Hills.
No flags are down. The play's going to stand up. It looked like they had him a couple of times. Now a flag's down. I think they're going to get him for celebrating in the end zone.
Hey, the kids deserve that one. Hubbard deserved to celebrate.
And Cam Tarleton, the tight end for Forest Hills, hobbles off the field on one leg.
We watch it again. How many tackles did he break here, Woody?
And there it is. Good disguise again. 1, 2 right there. 3, 4, 5. Still going, and then they can't get him.
Boy, Hubbard is a game breaker in that case. That big bull gets... He was a moose going down the field that time.
Yeah, that's like standing in the way of a train coming down the track right over there.
Well, this is a big situation here because with the taunting penalty for the extra point now, the touchdown will stand. Look where they're going to have to kick it. The line of scrimmage will be the 18-yard line.
Yeah, well, wonder if they might... Surely they won't go for 2, you think? They might.
Why not? What have you got to lose? I mean, this would be a 35-yard extra point. This is a pretty sizable field goal in high school football, or extra point attempt. It's a good field goal attempt.
So let's see, they're going to go back in the huddle. I think they are going to go for 2 here, Randy.
Well, obviously, they're saying, well, our kicker doesn't have that kind of distance. And, you know, you do that, a touchdown If you get the extra point touchdown will not beat you. They'll need to go for 2. But if they miss it, it's a 5-point advantage. So it's big here. High formation, 1 receiver is split to the top of your screen, and Robinson is dropped. Going to the corner on the fade, incomplete. No flags are down. The extra point conversion is nullified. Timeout on the field. 9:43 left in the 4th quarter. Forest Hills leading 12-7. Along with Woody Kane, and points are a premium tonight. Forest Hills with their 2nd touchdown, capitalizing on the turnover by the Wonders after the interception. It's hard to keep the good teams off the board on the short drives.
It really is. Kannapolis really can't afford another 3 and out here, Randy. They've got to generate some offense and at least give their defense time to get a breather.
Bradshaw got a line drives at Jeremy Cook. Now it's going to be picked up, and coming the other way is Melvin Bennett. Now this could get interesting. Melvin eludes a couple of folks, and there's a late hit.
Yeah.
29-yard line, and they'll step the penalty off from there. But just a little over-anxiousness. These guys on the special teams are of a different breed anyway, and we'll watch it again.
We'll take a look at it here. They were hollering, no, don't touch it on that first initial bounce there.
Tough kick to field, Woody.
Yeah, it slowed it down right there, and then you'll see Bennett pick it up and go the other way. Good block.
Oh, there's another good block by Lawson.
And he almost got away. Yeah. And here's a late hit right there. Looks like it was on number 8, Chris Blunt.
Well, we all know about him from the September meeting.
Yeah.
Well, Kannapolis with great field position at their own 43-yard line and an enormous amount of time. 9:34 left in the 4th quarter. Gerard Ford splits to the top, and it will be Bennett to the bottom. Lott is in the slot, and now he's going to move.
And you're a poet and don't know it.
And you got Ben Teal as the fullback. He's in there for blocking purposes. Lawson looking for a hole. Waits on it. What a run. Bobby Lawson, but that one may come back. The Wonders got to be guilty of holding on that one. They are shooting themselves in the foot right now. We'll sort the penalty out, but I believe that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, they'll get the first down over again, evidently. But another key penalty. Coach Harden always talks about positive yards, and you don't do it that way.
Hey, while we got a minute, let's mention our crew this year.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, who we got on the cameras now there? Ted?
Ryan. Mark Caton up top.
Those guys do a great job. We got Ron Moon over here. He's that cyst on my right arm.
And don't forget Lanny Nunn and Wayne Teasley.
Yeah.
Bill Holmes. And Donna Cook down in the truck.
Yeah, Donna, the graphics gal. Yes, sir. Need some graphics?
She's got them. I wonder how many yards pushing they have tonight.
Hey, we didn't mention Steve Gann either.
We don't have to.
Allen eludes. How did he get out? Well, he almost got away. Forest Hills kept coming with waves, and about the 3rd wave got shot all the way back for a loss, and that's big, way back to the 24-yard line.
Man, that's going to be second in about a million here. They're going to have to get about the 47 of Forest Hills.
Credit that Yellow Jacket defense. They kept pounding. Bennett will come in with the play. The puddle clock is running. We're down to 15 seconds left, so Kannapolis is going to have to hurry. They've only got, one more time out here.
Yeah, that's right, and I don't know that they're aware of it. They better look up. Time's a wasting.
2nd and 29, folks. 3rd of the field. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he just barely gets it off. Allen. Upfield, incomplete. At the 35-yard line, trying to hit A.J. Lott.
It's a different ball game when they know you've got to throw it, and they can just lay their ears back and come after you hard. Sean Allen, a little bit of discouragement in his eyes right now, but it's a tough road when they know what you're going to do.
Clock will stop with 8:22 remaining in the 4th quarter.
I think the door's closed now.
I believe so. Sounded like
either that or the cannon fired again.
Yeah, we're filming another episode of Jail Cell H block or something. Got a lot of prisoners in here. They've captured the media in Kannapolis County.
What a motley crew.
3rd and 29. Allen rolls to buy a little time, and now the pressure. He's going to just run it. Oh, he's bumped out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Man.
He didn't have anywhere to go. No real decision that time for Sean to make.
So to bring up punting time for Kannapolis. I'll tell you one thing, I'm looking, you talk about the Wonder defense needing a little rest. I'm looking at some guys on Forest Hills. Kannapolis has done one thing, they've run them all over the field.
Yeah, they really have. You see them all hands on their knees down there grasping their britches trying to get a little extra breath.
Sucking some wind right now. 4th down, Yuri on the kick. And gets off a beauty. Nobody back, and this one will not be returned. It takes a roll and will be down at about the 31-yard line. Gene Rivers down there for Kannapolis. Now that Yellow Jacket offense, which says, hey, 8 minutes to go exactly in the game. There you see their fans across the far way say, we can control. We can do it. We can put a drive together and put the killer on these Wonders.
Well, they got a good crowd over there from Forest Hills. A lot of folks came up from Union County.
Great football tradition. Both Forest Hills and A.L. Brown. It's become a regular rivalry.
Yeah, well, it used to be.
Yeah. Out of the bone, nothing fancy. Stop us if you can, John Lowry says. Hubbard has been the main culprit. There he goes. Boy, these just, you don't get him with one guy on the first hit.
He's doing that kind of stuff that we've seen Maurice Kennedy do for the past couple of weeks.
Keep in mind, with every first down they churn out, that's another 2.5, 3 minutes off the clock. So John Lowry's going to be feeling pretty good over here. Say, hey, if we get about 2 first downs, it's going to be, if Kannapolis does get the ball back, they won't have much time to work with. And the 37-yard line, 2nd down and 3. Maybe 4. Toss. There's Lee. He's dangerous, and he almost got away.
Boy, he had to wrestle him down over there.
Dusty Barbie got his jersey. Dusty didn't clip the fingernails tonight, or he would have been gone.
He was swinging him around there like he was on the end of a rope, and Dusty almost went for a little ride that time.
Man, that's some good material in the Forest Hills uniforms. It didn't tear.
Yeah. And it's a good thing. If that had been a tearaway jersey, he'd still be going.
49-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10 as they break the huddle with 6:50 to go in the contest. Out of the ball once again. It's the big guy. However, pounding off the right side. They hold him for James Williams got it there first, and about 3 other guys came up with the white shirts on. Still got about 3.
Well, now here's the position in the field where the Wonders have been getting tough all game. And they're going to have to do it again. Ben Teal gets up with a little limp again, but he's going to stay out there. I think he'd have to have his leg come off before he'd come out of the game.
Well, like maybe a prosthetic professional on the sidelines, you know.
Patch him up between quarters.
49-yard line of A.L. Brown. 2nd down. Hubbard again. Man, I tell you. Now, he's taking punishment as well, but he's dishing it out right now. Advantage to Hubbard. Dusty Barbie laid a lick on him up high. I don't know if Fonzel can pick him up.
Yeah, you see Hubbard getting a little bit tired of being pounded around, getting up there a little slowly, but
a lot of these guys on both teams go it both ways tonight. They just play their hearts out.
And now here's the situation we've seen, Randy. 3rd and short. You know Forest Hills is going to try it twice, and Kannapolis has been equal to the task the last couple of times.
Well, Wonders need a turnover. That's all you can say. They need a break right now for possession. Here's McNeely. He's been kind of quiet. Kind of bounces down the line in the pursuit. There's Teal. There's Lawson. There's Lott. And Jerry Cook. That'll stop the clock. So that's not a bad play for the defense.
Well, that was like one thump and then to knock him out of bounds. It was like one of those little bitty boxers, you know, they swing so fast.
Timeout call by Forest Hills. 5:18 to go in the 4th quarter. They lead 12-7, and they've got a decision. It's 4th and a long 2 when we return. Wonder defense has stopped them on 4th down twice, I know of. And now the Wonder fans are calling on them to do it again. Comes down really maybe the season comes down to this play.
Yeah, they've got to stop him here.
4th down and a long 2. You see where they got to go, just inside the 41-yard line, and they will not get him, so they pound him. They'll move the sticks to the 39-yard line. The Yellow Jacket fans across the far way starting to celebrate, maybe feeling it a little bit here.
We're getting down close to the 5-minute mark now, so you figure the earliest Kannapolis will get the ball back will probably be about 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so to go.
Let's put in that strip the ball play here, guys.
Yeah.
Looks like the Wonders right now the only team, while we're talking right now, that still has a chance to carry on.
Yeah, Concord trailing in that game with High Point Central, but who knows what will happen.
Robinson with about 2, maybe 3.
And the clock continues to roll. That's the Wonders' worst enemy right now. And remember that how key it is that they burn those 2 timeouts earlier.
Of course, they were worth it. That last one was worth it on 4th down and goal. That got to be the end zone. But one thing is for sure, a couple of streaks will stay intact tonight. I think Forest Hills had a couple of things going for them as far as those North Carolina football prep news as we're talking about streaks here in a minute. They send the man in motion, and the quarterback keeper, Robinson, carries for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 that time.
It's the first time we've seen that tonight.
Forest Hills has games allowing less than 20 points, 10 straight. They may keep that intact tonight. And as far as victories, they've got 6 in a row.
Here we are again, Randy, 3rd and short.
I mean, I'd say it's 2-down territory right now. 3rd, 2. Forest Hills just content. Now keep in mind they took over, about 8 minutes and a half to go in the game. Well, Lee mounts it. Oh,
he got it.
He got the first down, but
boy, he'll remember that tomorrow, or maybe he won't.
Barry Rice, I believe, was on the recipient of that, or I should say the giver of that gift. Move the clock, or move the chains. The clock will stop with 3:16 left in the contest.
And now, Randy, you're right. We're getting down to that time to where Kannapolis is going to have to take the ball away.
If they can. Forest Hills looking to hold on for the final 3 minutes of this game and advance next week into the final 8 of the state, for the city finals for the West. They hit Hubbard, and he'll get about 3. And that's been the key. Hubbard, the fullback. Boy, I tell you, he has been
he's been all night. He really has.
He's going to get you 3 or 4 yards on 1st down because you got 250 pounds frailing at you, as if he needs an offensive line. They've done the job tonight. Broussard with 1 timeout left on the Kannapolis sidelines. You got to pick your time to use it, and that time is getting close.
Yeah, it really is.
This is the series for the season right now for that Wonder defense. 2nd down and 7 at the 25-yard line. Relentless offensive attack this time. Robinson to Hubbard, and he'll slant off the line. And is there a flag?
Yeah, there's a flag down there. That's going to help Kannapolis because it'll stop the clock if nothing else.
Preliminary indication looks like it's going to go against Forest Hills.
And the official there, you saw him grab his jersey. Evidently, that's what one of the Forest Hills players did to one of the Wonders.
Oh, that's a big call there.
Yeah, it's going to push him way back around to 35 or so, probably.
2-11. There you see the stats. The most vital one is Forest Hills with 12 points. The Wonders with 7. It's been kind of the Kevin Hubbard show tonight. The big plays, 2 big long runs.
Yeah, and a lot of shorter runs that were key to keep the clock moving.
2nd and 14 as they back it up to the Kannapolis 32-yard line. Now the clock runs as we near the 2-minute mark. I believe Kannapolis holds them for a bit of yardage here. They'll like to stop that clock, but they won't have to. There is your ball game. Eric Leak up the middle.
Well, he just broke it right up the middle, and now another flag for celebrating, but it won't matter.
Boy, what a hole.
He really was. They were expecting the attack to come onto the right side. Kannapolis jammed it well, and they went back to the left. Right here.
Man, he zipped through. They had about 5 guys. Just that little seam is all he needed. And you see some of the Wonder supporters who witnessed an up and down season this year. I guess if you look at teams they should beat, teams they shouldn't beat, but
well, it's almost like Kannapolis beat the teams they shouldn't have beat this year and lost to the ones that they shouldn't have. Of course, Forest Hill's a very fine ball team, and
how hard is it to beat a very good ball team twice in a year?
Exactly.
Bruce Harden has proved that theory against the Statesvilles a few years ago, against the Concords.
Hey, look, Forest Hills has a kicker.
Yeah. We'll see what kind of distance Bradshaw has. High snap. They bring it down. That one will be partially blocked, so the conversion attempt is no good. 11 plays and 69 yards, and they ate up nearly a little over 6 minutes in the drive. 18-7. The Jacket kickoff is next. Well, we stepped away prematurely. There was a late flag for against Kannapolis, Woody, for roughing the kicker on the extra point attempt, and that would penalize them. So,
well, they got to go for 2. Yeah, it's key though, because if they hadn't made that, Kannapolis was still within 11 points, touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. But now, if they get this, Kannapolis will need 3 scores.
Robinson with a quick toss outside, and McNeely will not get in. No flags are down this time, so the Yellow Jacket kickoff will be coming up as the score stays the same. 18-7 with 1:50 left in the ball game. Return at Memorial Stadium. Ron Moon informs me that Forest Hills has 124 yards rushing in the 4th quarter alone. That is huge. That's a line driver. Trying to knock Jeremy Cook down, but he'll angle and he will go down at the 30-yard line. Also, Kevin Hubbard has 126 yards unofficially on the night. There's
James Williams. Well, he's a little upset now, but he's only a sophomore. He'll be back, and he'll be terrorizing teams for a couple more years to come right now. But Kannapolis with 1:45 and a timeout. They've got a chance here if they can drive quickly and score, but then they'll have to get the 2-point conversion and a field goal to tie this one up.
Single setback. Everybody in the pattern, 4 receivers as Brown is the guy. The ball may have been deflected at the line of scrimmage. Well, what can you say? Kannapolis, they've held several funerals during the regular season, Woody.
Yeah.
Each time the Wonders bounced back, and Bruce Harden, as he says, has said on Headliners many times, he's just really effervescent this week. They weren't supposed to be in this game, but oh, look at the highlights they've had this year. Pumps it up. He's got a lot complete. He eludes one man, eludes another, and will.
Did he get out of bounds? No, he didn't.
They'll stop the clock to move the chains. He was going for the touchdown. Had he got by Leak across the far way, then nobody was left with him.
Yeah, he did some fine work out there fighting for the first down, and a nice block by his receiving mate out there to spring him for those extra yards. I think that was Ford that threw the block.
Kannapolis will fight you to the last second here, and now the clock will run. 1:25 seconds, it's running. And Allen floods the field with the receivers. He's got some pursuit chasing him hot and heavy. Throws it upfield, and Lott will make the, Bennett makes the catch. It's out of bounds, complete at the 42 of Forest Hill. So
yeah, I thought Sean was just dumping it out of bounds to get rid of it, but I didn't see Bennett standing down there.
Now you got to go deep.
Yeah. 1:16 on the clock right now, and it'll start rolling.
No huddle, needless to say.
Yeah.
4 potential receivers in the pattern. 4 wideouts right now for Allen and the Wonders. On 2nd and 3, Sean with a quick pop this time, and Bennett had it at about the 32-yard line and dropped it.
Good play call that time. He was wide open in the seam.
You know when you got everybody out of the pattern, you don't have as many back here to help block.
That's right.
It's got to be the short pass variety.
So 3rd and 3 here. Kannapolis obviously going to have to try both plays if they don't, or both downs if they don't get it here.
James Williams obviously upset, but he will live to play another day. He's got 2 more, we know, stellar seasons here at Hale Brown. Little slant. What a pop. Ron Ford, a little bit upset. There's a flag.
And he was upset. Now, wait a minute. He's going to run back in there, and one of the Forest Hills players grabs him, and there's going to be another flag probably before this is done with. There's another one.
Man, I think he was upset, Woody, the fact that he didn't catch the football, and the defender thought he was giving him a punch.
Yeah, he was trying to bang the ground in disgust. Deron Ford was, and let's see what the penalty is going to be. We know we're going to have one on Forest Hills at the end of that, but the question is the first one going to be on Ford, or is it going to be on the Yellow Jackets?
Well, they will offset. Let's see, who's got two, who's got one? Is it tied? That will stop the clock with 70 seconds left in the game.
And now Sean Allen goes over to talk to Bruce Harden to try to figure out what they're going to do here. Flags all over the place.
Ford may have hit that helmet at the defensive back. That'll break a hand or a finger, won't it?
Yeah, now let's see. It looks like the call is going to go against the Wonders.
Personal foul against Kannapolis.
Yeah.
And we've got a personal foul.
Yeah.
I bet they offset. Well, let's see.
So that's a do-over, right?
Yep. Now they're going to come over and explain it to Bruce Harden. Bruce is probably saying, "Yeah, but you've dropped more than two flags."
Yeah. Now this is what I don't understand. There's Coach Harden getting the explanation, but the officials
there may be an ejection here, I think. So
yeah, they might be. That's right. But when they get like this, though, Randy, it seems like the officials, when it's offsetting penalties the same yardage, they'll march it one way and then march it right back. Why don't they just leave it?
That was the old Art Camper days. Now Art, I believe, retired. Could be an ejection coming. Well, we'll just have to wait and see who's on the sidelines for both teams. I'm going to go over and talk to John Larley. Well, if anything, it gives the teams a chance to get a breather here. It's still not over, folks. It's 18-7, but Kannapolis with a quick score. Obviously, you know the onside kick would be coming. That would be an incredible finish. There's Deron Ford.
And he looks very discouraged, like he, in fact, has been ejected from the game, but we don't know that for sure yet. And probably now one of the Yellow Jackets has been thrown out. You see him over there on the far side slamming a helmet down. Was that Leak?
I believe so. I saw a 2. Looked like a 12. Larry may get ejected. John is pretty hot right now.
If he gets ejected here and does something foolish, that will really be bad for his team in control.
Well, I've never seen a more strangely officiated game tonight. And, you know, it's pressure on the officials.
Oh, yeah, big game for them, too.
They are human. They make mistakes.
Yeah, it was Leak that was thrown out.
And I'm looking on the Wonder sidelines to see if Ford is out of the game.
Yeah, he was still down there a second ago. Let's see. I don't see him on the field, so he's got to be down there somewhere.
They could give him 1 minute for high sticking or something. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, in the penalty box. All right, I think they've about got it squared away now.
It'll still be. Thing we forgot. The Wonders have got it 4th down and 3 now here, folks. So this is their final play of the game and of the season, unless they can get 3 yards. Bennett, or excuse me, Lott drops the football. There's a big flag, and that one may be, I don't know who that was on.
They were both
Robinson over there.
Yeah, they were both kind of pushing and shoving over there, but boy, Lott turned around at the last
face
second.
Mask.
Oh, okay.
It was a face mask call.
So that's going to be key for Kannapolis. That's going to keep them in the game.
Man.
Well, this thing is really getting bizarre at the end.
Wake me when this nightmare is over.
Yep, that's the call.
Now John Larley will go ballistic over here. You see him?
Yeah, he's in a white shirt there, in almost the middle of your picture.
But what if his assistant's over there with the big dude there walking?
Yeah, now that pass play, Randy, Lott turned around, and I mean, as soon as he turned around, the ball was like in his face mask, and he almost came up with it, but the Yellow Jacket defender, Robinson, you say, grabbed his face mask, and
I think Forest Hills is going to time out to regroup here.
Yeah. I think it's probably time to cue snappy music.
This has been the longest minute and a half of a game I've ever been involved in.
So wait a minute now. Are they going backwards with Kannapolis here? Surely not.
We've got to find out where the line of scrimmage is.
Okay.
It's a 42-yard line. And that was a dead ball foul, so it will be Forest Hills football.
And then they'll mark it correct.
Now I see the Kannapolis coaches want an explanation.
Yeah.
If that's... Bruce Harden and his coaches thought that they still have the football. Now look at Bruce.
They're wondering how come they don't still have the ball, but they're going to say that that happened after the play.
The pass was incomplete.
And then he grabbed his face mask. So I wonder if we can take a look at that again while they try to sort this out. It looks like Forest Hill's almost ready to snap the ball, or are they? Still trying to get it straightened out down there. Bruce Harden wants an explanation. He's still out on the field.
Man, oh man, what a way to end the season.
And now,
a little controversy like this. Now here goes the ball. They'll get the penalty from the line of scrimmage, but it will be, we believe, Forest Hill's football because the pass was incomplete.
Right. And it's going to be just about it. 1 minute, 6 seconds ago, and the Yellow Jackets do call timeout.
As we return, we'll get a chance to see controversy play number 18.
Yeah, in our list. Now you'll see the rollout here, and Allen fires it right there. He almost had it. The ball was dropped. That's right. Okay, I see the call now. He grabbed his helmet there, but the ball was already gone.
Right. It was an incompleted pass, and that was a right call based on that replay. And Forest Hills has just got to run the clock out. Kannapolis has one timeout left. And they will advance on next week into round number 3. Give it to Hubbard, who we might say is going to be our player of the game, and he might have another touchdown if they don't bring him down. Man, oh man.
And Kannapolis burns their last time out.
Well, for the seniors, you chalk it up. Bobby Lawson has played his final game here at A.L. Brown, but what a year that young man's had. Corey Douglas, to name another. Deron Ford. You're talking about the starters, Melvin Bennett. Chip Shank, the only guy that will graduate on the Wonder offensive line.
Well, they've got some young players. They're going now. Forest Hill's flinched again. They're going to go back. Even at the end of the game, they're still getting penalties here.
And with it back on defense, you got A.J. Lott, Dusty Barbie, James Williams, Jeremy Cook, Gene Rivers. Those guys have got another year.
Yeah,
that young man right there.
That was Ford.
Disappointed, obviously, but hey, they knocked off the #1 team in the state last week under very, very adverse conditions. And remember the good things.
Yeah.
20 seconds to go. The clock running. I don't believe.
He's going to have to. They're going to take the penalty, or he's going to snap it right before it goes.
Goes to one knee, Vonzel Robinson. So Forest Hills will advance next week, and we believe, I think they're going to have to go up to High Point Central as the local season is over for the area high school football teams here. And what a run they made, and we saw some great plays. Back with a final wrap-up here as Forest Hills wins it tonight over A.L. Brown, 18-7, a lot closer than that final score. There you see the A.L. Brown Wonders. Bruce Harden and the coaching staff consoling them. Obviously, a great season. They got to the second round of the playoffs. Woody and nothing to hang their heads about. What a great teacher. Building a little character. There's a lot of those guys are going to remember, and they'll be back next year. Meanwhile, on the victorious side, Forest Hills. Let's go field side. Here's Steve Gann.
Thanks, Randy. We're here with Kevin Hubbard, Sr. I'll tell you what, 135 yards in this game. That's quite an outing.
Well, the offensive line, they just had a pretty good night. When the running back had a good night, the offensive line had to have a good night. So I give most of the credit to them.
I tell you, every time you got your hands on the ball, you was good 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. It was hard to bring you down. It took 2 or 3 to bring you down every time.
Well, we came into the game with the idea that this can't be our last game. We trying our best to get to Kansas Stadium, and we all just came together and played real hard. Everybody gave their all.
You boys got your hands full next week.
Well, we probably do, but they do too.
Good. Kevin, again, congratulations on behalf of Metro 12 and Ridgewood Homes. You're our player of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Eddie, I've been waiting on this, buddy. Congratulations. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win.
It wasn't pretty, no. We did some things. Kannapolis forced us to do things we didn't want to do. They shut us down a couple times. We thought we had the ball moving. We looked for Anthony to get out on the quick pitch, and they played that to perfection. So we had to go to the big guy over here, and he had a game. he's helped put us into the third round of the playoffs. But you sure can't take anything away from Kannapolis. They had a game plan and they stuck with it, and they were going with that game plan, do or die. And at times they shut our offense down.
You got out there, it was fourth and a few inches, deep in your own territory. No, not really deep, but medium in your own territory. Do you have a punter?
We do have a punter. It's one of those things where you tell them all week, nobody can stop us, nobody can stop us. And every time we get in a situation, 4th and 1, 4th and short, and then we go and punt the ball away, that we're going against what we're telling them. We thought we could get it. They stopped us. They rose to the occasion. They're one of the few teams that can stop us in that occasion, and they did it a couple times tonight.
Eddie early scored the first quarter, made it 6-0, went down and missed the extra point. I know you had to feel good about a little bit of a cushion there. Anytime you come out here and score quick on Kannapolis, it takes a little wind out of themselves.
Yeah, we tell them all week we need to score quick, get a lead, and let them chase us all night, both on the scoreboard and on the field. We wanted them chasing us, wear them down some. That's the only way we can do it with our speed and running all the time. You just got to wear them down, and hopefully at the end they'll break. And we didn't think they was ever going to break. We broke a couple of runs there. Eric Lee broke one, and Hubbard broke some. And we were fortunate to win, but we're in the third round, and we're real happy.
Eddie, congratulations on that. I know you want to get to your team and do some celebrating, but you got a tough foe next week. I know you'll go with the same game plan.
There's no doubt. Anybody that beats Concord's got to have an outstanding football team. But we'll go up there with the same attitude that we came into the Kannapolis game. We don't want it to be our last, and hopefully our guys they'll rise to the occasion like they did tonight. And we're looking forward to it again.
Congratulations and good luck next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, guys, back to you.
I'll tell you one thing, that if Forest Hills keeps the ball, Central, even though they are a high-scoring team, they won't have a chance to score.
That's right.
18-7 the final score. Back with a final wrap on the 94 season after this. Maybe some future wonder players as we take a look at the stats. First for Kannapolis, nothing to be ashamed of. They controlled the ball when they, just couldn't get it in the end zone at the certain times.
Yeah, that was the difference. 130 yards on the ground, 48 passing, 178 total. 12 first downs, pretty good there, but 5 out of 17 passing. That may be the difference. They missed on a couple that may have been touchdowns. You see there the 2 turnovers, 8 penalties for 80 yards. Coach Harden won't like that, and 4 punts for the Wonders in the game tonight. And flip it over there. Look at that. 331 yards rushing, not a foot passing. 8 first downs, only 1 pass attempt. They didn't get that. 1 turnover, but look at there. 12 penalties for 103 yards, and only the 1 punt. You heard Eddie Rivers say, yes, we do have a punter, and we saw him tonight.
Woody, thanks for a great first year under the mic up here in the booth. A little bit different, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's been a great season, and congratulations to all our fine teams in the area.
For Woody Gaines, Steve Gant, Ron Moon, everyone here, I'm Randy Wheeling saying, have a nice holiday season. Raising Cane.
Wally.
We've changed the names to protect the innocents, folks. Who are those people?
Oh, boy. Beavis Lakitis. Oh, my goodness.
Cool.
Brains none. Let's get out of here.
Wayne
Come get me, Mom. I'm done.